Tsquare here with Tsquare Talk. So I hope everybody's having a great day. This is a live stream. I've been kind of messing with the algorithm a little bit, trying to figure out what it takes to grow. I literally have hit a dry spell, and I was talking to a couple other big YouTubers on other types of content that I follow also. And a common theme that I've heard from a lot of them are, dude, you got to do live streams. I don't know, feel awkward doing live streams because anything can happen during a live stream. So I said to myself, you know what? Tonight I'm just going to break out the camera. I'm going to work on my book and kind of go with it. And if people jump on and watch the show, great. And if they don't, well, that's all right too. It is a live stream. It is kind of late at night. Some people may watch this after. Another thing that I'm hoping to accomplish is talk a little bit more this evening about the memberships, which we are trying to grow the memberships for the channel. We currently only have 42 members that are active members. It's only $1.99 to become a member, and every month we do a free event where you have a shot at winning a free ounce of silver. So that's kind of cool. A little extra thing that we do. Let me stand those up real quick, just because people sometimes want to ask, hey, what's that coin? Hey, what's that coin? And so everything in the row that you're seeing are all the same. So if you see something there, like that whole row is all the same coin. And I just figure we'll talk a little bit periodically. I will do the bump for anybody that wants to become a member at $1.99 a month to join. It's a pretty good deal because your comments go straight to my phone, which means I see every one of your comments. And on top of that, I can reply back to them quicker. And then on top of that, a chance at winning a free ounce of silver. If someone becomes a member for a whole year, when you think about it, $1.99 a month, you're talking roughly $25. If you hit an ounce of silver, you've done more than paid for your memberships for the year. And so it's a pretty good deal. We got Chris B in the room. How's it going, Chris? Hope you're having a great night. I know sometimes people think, oh, they're doing a giveaway. 26. We're back at 28, Thomas. We're not going to see probably 26. We're back at 28, and I am feeling more confident than ever that we are probably going to go to 30 next. I was a little nervous for a little while when it was 26.50. I was like, uh-oh, 26.45, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden, nope, back moving up again. And gold really looking phenomenal. So I spent most of my day, some of y'all know I want to travel to the Philippines. I've spent most of my day actually looking up coin shops in the Philippines. I was fascinated by just being able to, I really want to go and bring some stuff like American Silver Eagles there and kind of be able to trade them there for Filipino pesos and get like a higher amount of pesos, because the coin's coming from the other side of the world. So if you were able to get them, I see coin shops there are selling just generic American Silver Eagles, kind of like that one right there, $70 a piece. That's pretty average. And I'm like, that's 70 US. Now, when you convert that to pesos, it actually comes out to about 43 or 4,400 pesos. And that was the cheapest one I could find. Get you a Filipina. Yeah. Oh yeah. I would love to. Something about just going over there though. Going over there, trying the food, trying the culture, do some coin videos, show you guys some of the amazing food, some of the amazing stuff that they have over there. Maybe even show you guys some of the nightlife. Who knows? With that being said, let's read through who we got. We got Chris B in the room. How's it going, Chris? We got Thomas D in the room. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. We got Guardian in the room. Hope you're having a great night. Anthony, what is up, buddy? Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful night. Thank you so much, Anthony. We got Daniel K in the room. How's it going, Daniel? Hope you're having a great night. It's in the middle. Yeah, we're right back at 28. We're right back where we started, right between the 26 and the 30 mark. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to play out. And then Guardian, get yourself a Filipino. I never know. I mean, who knows? I talked to somebody over there, and he's like, dude, he goes, realistically, when people come here, they come here for like a month and test it out, and then they don't want to go back. I watched a lot of videos on it. I mean, $300 a month for all bills paid in a nice one bedroom efficiency. For $3,000 to $5,000 a month, you could live like a king. And that's funny you say that. That's exactly between my retirement and other incomes. That's exactly what I take in is $5,000 a month. And from what I've seen, you wouldn't even come close to spending that. I was watching someone eat a lobster buffet today. Lobster and seafood buffet in the Philippines for $40. I said, oh my word. $40 is about what I spend if I go to Fogo de Chao here. And it's so far away that I got to drive 3 hours to go. And Fogo de Chao is a good meal, but it's not as good as seafood. Seafood would have to be number one on my list. You guys see I like to treat myself. You'll see the short videos. The $25 little seafood plate that I eat like once every other week, maybe once a week. I only eat out like one day a week. A lot of my food I either work out deals with people, which I know sounds crazy to a lot of people. But, when I meet up with people and they're like, hey, can you come in real quick? I just kind of want to talk to you about something I'm thinking about doing with silver, with gold. And, I'll buy you lunch and we can just chit chat. And I do that a lot. I don't charge anybody. I don't do fees. I don't consult. I guess I kind of do consult, but not for money. I just give people my opinion. And that's kind of what I do on the channel as well. So I'm not big on spending a lot of money unless it's on coins. You only want to go because you don't want to pay up on your bet. Okay, so now on your losing bet. I haven't lost yet, but now that you've said that, I guess you don't care if I say that you're the person that I have the bet with. So I actually bet with Thomas when silver was at 28 that we would see $30 prior to 26. And the bet stays in place until the end of the year. I don't think that we're going to see 26. I really don't. I think we're already seeing it start moving. There's only one more shot that I think 26 has that opportunity, and that's going to be when we get a little bit closer to the end of the third financial quarter. Summertime is usually when silver is the cheapest. We ended the second financial quarter. We're in about the middle of that third financial quarter. Come at that point, we're at 27.86 right now, Guardian said. So I can't see it coming down. The only thing that might give it that opportunity is the end of the financial quarter. But here's the thing. How much higher is it going to go between now and then? Because if it does go up, all it has to do is hit 30 for a moment on the Kitco chart. And if you guys want to follow, download the Kitco app and keep an eye on the chart and post a message in Discord if it hits 26 and say, T, you were wrong. Thomas was right. He called 26. Or you can say, T, you were right. You called $30 silver, and here it is again. I think that gold about ready to hit an all-time high this week again. We actually had an all-time closing high today. I think that's going to actually have some momentum on gold tomorrow. We could see it continue to go a little higher. The problem is I wonder if the powers that be aren't going to try to beat it down. Like I said in previous videos, I really think I'll just say it, suckered a lot of people. They convinced them first that China wasn't buying gold. They put out that message that China was done buying gold, and all of a sudden, the gold price started plunging. And then all of a sudden, someone sweeps in and buys it all back up and bids the price up even higher. To me, that's a no-brainer that they played us. And now that you're getting articles out of China that, we've overproduced solar panels, we've made too many of them, and now we're going to stop making them. Nah, I think that's a play on silver. They're trying to beat the silver price down. I hear it all the time in the comments now that, hey, did you hear this? That they're no longer making solar panels. I don't think they're no longer making them. I think that they put that story out to beat down the price of silver. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So we'll see. We'll see. Any questions? Let's take a look here. See what we got for questions. If anybody's asking anything. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to pay. In fact, I'm expecting that I'm going to collect a free ounce of silver pretty soon. Probably even by the end of the month, to be honest. I wouldn't even be surprised to see next week me having to send you my mailing address just so you can send that 1 ounce silver coin to me. I see we got 13 people in the room. If you can, take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. So, like I said, the reason I went live tonight, obviously YouTube, the algorithm kind of been messing with me a little bit. Growth has been slow on the channel. Watch time has been decreasing. And I talked to another big YouTuber, and I've heard it now a couple times. You got to do live streams. You got to do live streams. I always get nervous doing live streams. Anything can happen. Anything can be said. And it could have an impact. Once it's live, it's live. So you never know. With that being said, on top of that, I also wanted to talk a little bit about memberships. It's not a must. It's something that if you want an opportunity to win a free ounce of silver each month, it's only $1.99 a month. You can hit the join button. It's a lot of fun. I'll probably say it a few times throughout the video because I'm sure people will watch this live stream in rerun. And if you are watching this in the rerun, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Sometimes I'll see comments, oh, I missed the live stream. I wish I had caught it. You know, I don't always know when I'm going to go live. So that makes it a little bit harder. And let's see here what we got in the comments. I got a silver eagle set aside. No worries. Nice. A silver eagle, too. I don't know. I was probably, honestly, I was going to probably send you one of these. But, I mean, who knows? I think this is a really awesome coin. I love this coin. And a lot of people have had conversations on, is it a coin or a round? It does have a date, does have the king on it. It just doesn't say an amount of money. But after talking to the company that makes these and sells them, they're all saying that no, that is a 1 pound coin. How they judge that, I don't know. You know, that's why I kind of stay away from that area a little bit. Is it a beautiful coin? Absolutely. I love it. And like I said, whoever wins the membership this month, if they want that, they can take that or they can take something else. It's not a big deal. I am trying to get some more labels made up so we can put them in the nice cases. I think that would be really cool if we can do that. Start getting members only case, special case just for you guys that win. I think it's a neat thing. Kind of like we had for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I use these. I ordered these out of China. They're basically PCGS slabs. They're used, unfortunately, to counterfeit. However, that is not the purpose. It does not have to be used. It's just a slab. However, if I was to put an NGC label in here and print it out like they do and then put a coin in there and a barcode and stuff, then that would be counterfeiting. That's not what I do. I always just put a Tsquare Talk on YouTube label and I put whatever coin somebody wants in there. I think it's a nice little touch to say, hey, you've been a member this long. You've got a special coin, something from the channel. It's worth it. I want to thank everybody watching. I want to thank everybody that's hitting the thumbs up button. We're not getting off yet. I just happened to be noticing that we got 15 people in the room. We got 15 thumbs up. And so definitely wanted to say that. If the camera shakes a little bit, that's because I'm tapping the screen just so I can read the comments. I don't care. I've been commenting 25, 26 on every video. I'm sure some get it. Yeah, I didn't think you did because you've mentioned it a few times. So I was like, he probably don't care that I mention it. Let's see. What is up, YouTube? How's it going, buddy? I hope you're having a great night. Cool. My star is red. Oh, wow. So that is the 1 year color. I noticed that now. The 1 year color changed red. For anybody that's been a member for a full year, you now have a red star. And there's only like 10 of y'all. But there's only 42 members. What is up, Miguel? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Sending you greetings from Gerfew, formerly known as Germany. Germany? I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. Germany. Oh, is that Germany? Do you just put a capital M in there? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at some things. What is up, OG? Thomas D. New Marshall in town. How's it going? I wonder why you put the capital M in there. That's what threw me. I was like, is that like two words crushed together? I always have a hard time when I read some people's names too. Your star hasn't gone red yet, Chris. Probably because I think you dropped off for a couple of days. New Marshall, you would have a red star. You would have a red star on the 1st of the month. So about a week ago, you would have a red star. You're a red star in my book, buddy. He's on an iPhone. For people that are on iPhones and they do the PayPal option, they don't have a star next to their name, so it doesn't show that they're a member, but they get all the benefits still of being a member. And I'll be honest, it really helps out the channel too, because it's locked in. They usually, if anybody does that, I make sure that some people don't like this maybe, but it has to be $25 for the year. So essentially what that does is they can't get dropped off or anything for the whole year because they've already basically got their membership for the year. But like I said, you got a red star in my book, New Marshall. And in fact, if anybody wants to look, you actually have a trophy. And I'll show you what I mean by that. In fact, I'm going to pull it up right now so anybody that's a member can actually see, because this is on the bottom of every video. I know some people may see it, some people don't see it. So if you look at the description under any video, it has all the members, and there's actually little symbols next to them. And each one of these symbols represents something. So like a symbol of a warning, that means that YouTube sent me a notification that the membership dropped off. A member with a little Superman, it means that they are a super member. A member with a present next to it, it means I got a prize that I got to send them out. A member with a trophy means that they've been a member for 1 year. A star just means that they are a member, an active member right now. And the date represents that when they actually became a member. So once your day comes up, then, and I think at first, I don't know if I signified, I doubt all these people all joined on the 1st. I don't think I separated by the specific date, like see the 17th, the 24th, the 19th. I don't think I did that early on. And then that's it. So put my goals up there, little intro about what the video is about. So, and I do that on every video. And so you're always going to see it right there. Colorado Luke, how's it going, buddy? The algo can be funny. No doubt you're grinding. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do one video every day. There's been a few days where I just didn't want to put up a video. I'll be honest. I got so frustrated, especially in the last week. And it kind of stings when that happens. That frustration sets in. So, but I keep telling myself, just hang in there. It's going to pick up. It will. And as long as you believe it, then hopefully it will. Let's see. You should give away that makes it's a year and a half, a half, or a fourth. You should give everyone that makes it a year, a half, or a fourth. The problem with that is right now I just don't have enough members to do any major giveaways. I used to do insane giveaways. We've given away some gold coins. In fact, actually, New Marshall, he's in the room. He won a gold coin, which was kind of crazy how he won. Basically, we had numbers almost like bingo balls, but they were poker chips in a bag. There was 25 poker chips. They were all numbered 1 to 25. Each number associated with a prize. So number 1 might have been a silver dollar. Number 2 might have been $1 in silver quarters. Number 3 might have been 10 silver dimes. But here's the thing. Just before I pulled your number, I have no way. The numbers are all mixed up in the bag. And I can assure you, it's not in the best interest of the channel to give away a gold coin on the very first draw of a contest. 25 numbers in there. One of them was going to hit a gold coin. And I said, I'll tell you what, if you call the number that I'm going to draw out of the bag and you get it right, you can have a gold coin instead of whatever the prize is. And to my surprise, I did the math. So think about this. Your odds are 1 in 25 at first. You have a 4% chance of winning. The odds of that happening are super slim, especially if you're like me. I like to gamble. I like to play odds. I'm big on statistics. I'm huge on numbers. And so I said, it's worth it. I'll do it. And to my surprise, New Marshall says 4. I reach in the bag and I draw out the 4 chip. And I was like, well, there goes the gold coin. Congratulations. And I know he's in the room watching right now. And it was amazing. It was crazy that it played out that way. What was even crazier was right after that was done, I was so shocked, but it puts a damper on the contest a little bit to have someone win in the very first shot. So what happened next was I said, I'm going to reset it. I'm going to put the 4 back in. Well, I just said I'm going to reset it, is what I said. I'm going to reset the game. He's going to get his gold coin, and he did, and we're going to reset the game. So a couple people, they do it. They win some prizes, and probably the 4th or 5th name was New Marshall again. He ended up doing it twice. He wanted to get in again, and so he did. And ironically, he wanted to say 4, but he said a different number. When I drew the number, it was number 4. And he's like, what? I thought 4 was out of the bag. And I said, no, I reset the game. That way we put another gold coin up. So your odds went back down to 1 in 25. If he had stuck with his 4, it would have been 2 gold coins, and that would have been mind-blowing. But that wouldn't be the first time. We've seen many members win twice. In fact, not even 2 months ago, we had somebody ended up doing a game that I was running. It was $5 an entry. He bought 2 entries and ended up winning 2 ounces of silver. That was pretty crazy. Let's see here what we got here. Checking the comments real quick. I'm sure we got some new people came in. Let's see. I believe too. It's going to grow. We're going to grow the channel, especially when we start traveling more. We'll probably do more live streams. I like doing live streams, but more in the winter when I have access to my whole house. I do shut half my house down during the summer. I mean, it's 105 degrees today outside. So I don't want to be cooling a huge house when I live alone. I just AC part of my house and that's it. Guardian, I wasn't being serious. No, it's something I would love to do. I've said that if we get up to a bunch of members that I want to up the prizes, or do 2 prizes. Let's see. Arthur, how's it going from Australia? Australia, that's so good to see you, man. And I say that, I wish I had my envelope of Australian money. Next time I don't know if you saw the short. I did a short. Somebody gave me a whole envelope full of Australian money. There was probably $200 or whatever they call the Australian money. I don't think they use euro. I don't know what they call them. I know they don't call them kangaroos, but there was like 200 of them. So it was probably 820s. So that's 160. There was some 10s, some 5s, and some 1s. And someone gave them to me for free. I was wondering if they're still usable, if I can do anything with it. I hate having that kind of money. If it's tradable, it would be really nice to be able to exchange it for some other money, like US dollars, silver, something. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Then some don't ever. And then some don't ever win. Oh, Thomas. That's right. You have yet to win one, haven't you? Now that I think about it, I think you're one that's never won. And you were in the beginning. Did you even win one in the football? Because I think you played the football in fact, I know you did the football when we did the football season. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the football again. So many people didn't like the football idea. I thought it was fun. I thought about doing a different football thing this year where you put your name on a square and then we live draw cards 0 through 9, and we fill out the top row, and then we fill out the side row the same way. If you ever fly out to the Dallas-Fort Worth, take it to the Monetary Exchange. Nice. That's good to know. I'm hoping I could do that. I go to Dallas not all the time, but I go out there a fair amount. I would say once a year I go to Dallas. I wonder if I can just go to the airport and just say, hey, can I exchange these? Or if it's on the opposite side of the checkpoint. Oh, I know you don't mind, Thomas. You'll have one coming, I think. I think you'll win eventually. Although I will say, more people get in. Right now, your odds are a whole lot better of winning. With literally only 42 members. And that's fixing to drop possibly to 39 shortly. NFL, yes, and no to the new way. And no to the new way. Old way, you have to think. Yeah, but so many members just didn't like it. It made it hard. They felt left out. Me, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big football fan. I'm not huge. However, like I said, I know how to look at statistics and stuff, and I'd go on the Las Vegas website, see what the odds were on the games, and then from there, I would estimate which teams. Now, some of them are going to be a toss-up no matter what. I think you won. Didn't you win the overall, Chris? I can't remember who won the overall pick. But I think it might have been you. I think you won top week, and I think you won the overall. Yep, when silver was 26. When silver hits 26. Wow. Yeah, some people are not going to like stuff. There's not much way around. It's hard to appeal to everybody, but it's something we try to do. So. But yeah, it's worth it. It's worth, I think, an opportunity. It was great when there was so few. I mean, you think about it, there was only like 9 people that were doing the football, and some of them had no idea. I mean, some of these people were taking teams that had really no wins under their belt, and I was like, what? I can't remember exactly. I can't even remember who won it all or who the best and worst team was last year. But it was a lot of fun. In fact, I think football just started back up yesterday, if I'm correct. I think that was week 1 of preseason. I don't know. I called up one of my buddies and asked him what he was doing, and he said he was watching the game. So I think it already started back up. I won both, but you gave back the second one to a redraw. That was super nice of you. Hey, T and company. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. What'd that say? 1 ants. one caught. Deluke. Deluke. Am I pronouncing that right? Deluke. Hope you're having a great night, buddy. Yeah, we're just talking about our memberships. And then we're gonna do some dimes here in a minute. Lance, awesome. Oh, it's one. It's Lance. Okay. Perfect. I'm glad you pointed that out. And that's exactly what I was talking about today. About sometimes it's like two words mixed into one and you don't really know. So, Lance, good pointing that out. I appreciate it because I like calling people the right name. It would be, some people take offense to that. So, let's see. What were we talking about? Okay. Yeah, so the membership deal, I think it's a super awesome deal. At $1.99 a month for a chance to win an ounce of silver every month is a pretty cool deal. Even if, you go a year and then you hit one, you still made out. And it's only going to get better as the years keep progressing down the road. So we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, right now, the odds are super awesome. Like I said, it's showing 44 members, but it's fixing probably to drop to 41, I think. Because there's two names that I got messages from YouTube. One today, one a couple weeks ago, that they had dropped. Their membership had ran out. And sometimes the memberships run out for a lot of different reasons, whether they change credit cards or whatever the case may be. And one of them is someone that I know personally that he ended up getting the membership for a year. He just said, look, put me in for the football. That was the only reason he liked it. And he did a whole year. So I don't know if when football season starts up, if he's going to say, yeah, if you're running it, I'll do it again. If you're not running it, I'm going to drop, so like I said, we're going to play that out. And I don't know. Some people complain that it was too hard, the football, because, some people were like, it's hard to pick a perfect card or a card -1. But not really, in my opinion, if you're using point spreads. It's not that impossible. We had 3 people, I think, do it. So that was pretty cool. But even if not, just the chance of the drawings. It's a pretty cool thing. And the way we do the drawings, people like it. Let's see. What else has been new? Let's see if we got any questions. Silver and gold. Run, baby, run. What is up, Rick? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Yeah, gold definitely is running. We got gold hitting real close to its all-time high right now, which was pretty interesting, the move that we've seen on gold. Please, if anybody's watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button. Usually, I think when people see your live stream, they're probably subscribed already. LA Rams. Nice. Got to go by. Hey, thanks for watching, YouTube. I appreciate you stopping in, hitting that thumbs up button. It really does help out the channel. And just stopping in and saying hi. I love seeing people pop in. I don't know how late I'm going to go tonight with the live stream. I may do it for a little while, to be honest. It's not often that I just hang out and take questions and answers. I've only got 3 rolls right here. I was going to try to do one and I'd like to put a dent in this book, to be honest. If you want to start the NFL pool, do it today. Oh, I would actually do it on the first week of football. So it would be whatever the first week is for official 16-week or 17-week challenge. I would actually just do it for the official weeks, not the preseason. Yeah, some of these are hard to find. I was kind of shocked. Let's see. I'm in. I think that was I'm in. Yep. The back ones were a little bit easier. I want to really put a dent. I'd like to find 10 tonight. That's going to be my goal. I'm not really a coin collector. A lot of people ask me that. If I'm like a coin collector, I'm just a stacker. You guys, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you see the type of stuff I buy. I buy a lot of bullion. I really believe that silver is going to have a huge uptick, and I'm betting big on it. People ask me, why do you like silver over gold? Clearly, you can see silver hasn't done as well consecutively. And that has a big factor with that. When silver goes up, it seems like Silver goes up hard, it comes down hard. Gold gradually has been climbing. But there's a couple things that a lot of people aren't considering when they look at that. Gold always leads the show. Well, gold has been doing phenomenal. And I think silver is about ready to really have its uptick. Now, what I've noticed when I look at the charts is like once every 10, 15 years, what happens? You have this amazing run on silver, an opportunity of a lifetime, even though it's technically an opportunity of 15 years. You will probably only see 4 of these moves in your lifetime where they manipulate the prices down so much for so long that eventually they lose control. Where gold goes, silver will follow. Absolutely. So it'd be nice to catch that big 1 in 15 year deal. And if I'm lucky enough to catch it, like I've said time and time again, if I see a 30-to-1 ratio silver to gold, I'll be trading a lot of my silver in for gold coins, especially because people are going to be frantic at that point. They're going to be like, oh, I wish I had bought in silver. Look at the huge gains. I was buying gold. And I hear people saying it now. I wish I had been buying more gold. And they're only saying that because we're seeing the first jump on gold. That is the initial move, in my opinion. Been stacking since 1974. Wow. That's so cool, because in 1974, so I was born in the late 70s. I remember in the early 80s going to the bank, and they had a roll of $50. And I bought it. And it was all silver. I didn't know about silver back then. I did coin collect a little bit. But I didn't understand silver like I understand it today. Just took delivery of a tube of American Silver Eagles. I bought the dip waiting for the conversion. Yeah, absolutely. I actually just got shipments 2 days ago. I haven't opened it yet. It's sitting here. 100 ounces of silver. I'll be opening that up in a video probably this week one day. That way I can get it put up. But like I said, I've been buying hard last month. I mean, I bought super hard. And I bought more than I can even afford. I'm not worried about it because I'm convinced when the bill comes in on the 16th of next month, the price is going to be a whole lot higher. If I have to sell a little bit of it, I'm not in the same boat as other people. I know a lot of people that are willing to trade out for it, give me my money back that I paid plus something extra. I don't like extra dollars. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but if you take an extra dollars, the conversation comes up. All right, did you pay your Uncle Sam? I didn't take dollars. I took something that betters my quality of life. What kind of stuff has that been? It's been stuff like a new tire. It's been stuff like bowling tickets to go bowling. It's been stuff like movie tickets. It's been stuff like all kinds of different stuff. Lunch meals. It's been what's some of all the different stuff that I've taken over the years. There's been a lot of stuff. Well, you guys saw my videos when I was up in Maine. I traded a set of coins first for a $100 gift card at a pizza and sandwich shop. Then I went back and I traded a $50. They added $50 on my gift card for a Morgan dollar. And it was just a generic, not a common date Morgan. But the person recognized silver is silver. And here's the thing. Her place, she didn't have the food. The food cost wasn't $50. If I took it for a $50 food cost, her food cost wasn't $50. So, you get some pizzas, some sodas. What's the markup on a pizza, a soda, some sandwiches, that type of stuff. And that's how she did it. And she ended up taking that ounce of silver or that Morgan dollar and that other set of quarters. It's a state quarter proof set, and basically put it up for her kids. And she even talked a little bit about how, because she's in such an older town, a small town in the middle of Maine, she finds a lot of silver. She finds it all the time in the till. She said, I remember what she said. She said, I can hear it when they drop it on the counter. And she said, I pull it. She pulls all of it out, takes it home, puts it in a jar. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. They don't really understand fully stacking, but they understand what's going on. They understand that it is money. They just think it's money because it's a collectible. And I think once people start realizing it's money because it is real money, that it's going to change the game a whole lot. Let's see here. Checking the comments real quick. Like I said earlier, if the camera shakes a little bit, that's because I'm reading through the comments. You and everyone else with the same plan, in my humble opinion. I don't think gold will be that available, let alone silver. That available. Not really sure what that means, that available. You don't think that we'll ever see 30-1 on silver to gold? I am really convinced that we will see it, because we've seen it time and time again. And let's see here. Eric saying sweets. Thank you so much, Eric. We got Rick. I'm going to come back to that conversion availability in just a second here. In 1964, a gallon of gas was 30 cents, 3 silver dimes. Today, we'll buy even more than a gallon of gas. Absolutely. Let's see. I worked at a grocery store when I was a kid, and someone was turning in rolls of silver. I was all over it. Like a hobo on a hot dog. Yeah, I have never seen anybody well, someone out there might joke about my mistake. I've never seen anybody cash in rolls of silver, except for me on accident. It's a little joke there. People that have been following the channel for a while. Meaning trade it. Oh, no. Thomas, I trade it all the time. Now, I will say I talk to some of the members on a regular basis, and I was talking to New Marshall a little while back, and he said, I'll be honest, I've been in this for years, and I've never met anybody that does it like you. He goes, everywhere you go, you have a coin. And I will literally have something like this right here. And as I'm putting my stuff down, I'm looking for the money to pay. I might do that, like that, real quick. Well, your eyes are instantly going to, oh, what's that? Or if I put that down with my keys next to it, you're going to look at that. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's an American silver eagle. Isn't that beautiful? They make them every year. That's pure silver. That was the way our founding fathers wanted our money to be. There was a time when this was only $1 when you think about it. Not this specific one, because this is the newer designs. But, your Morgan dollars, your peace dollars. Sometimes I actually have a peace dollar and Morgan dollar. But now, because of the price of silver, these things are over $30. And they just keep going up in price. I remember seeing something when someone sold me their collection. They had all the receipts in it. $9.99 a piece she paid. And I saw the receipts and it shocked me. I was like, man, that would have been nice to have bought them up at $9.99. And they just keep going up. Oh, wow, that is so cool. What does something like that cost today? Well, if you can find someone selling one, you're going to pay $30, maybe even $35. That's not that bad for something like that. No, because that's sound money. I said, but I'll tell you what. How much is my order? $39. I'll tell you what. You can have this if you want to call off my bill. And a lot of times, I have had people say yes to it. Now, I'll have some people say, oh, they're stealing it. Not necessarily. I usually do that when I know that I am talking to the person in charge, the owner of the company. I use that to educate people. And there's 2 reasons why. And I'm going to get into that here. And I'm going to catch up on the comments in just a second. The reason I use that to educate business owners is because business owners have money. If you, and this ain't meant to be a bad thing. If you work as a bagger at a grocery store, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, in general, if you own your own company or your own business, you have a little bit of extra money at your disposal. Therefore, if I get you into coin collecting, you're going to see how much money you can make off of gold and silver. And you're going to be extremely happy. And you're going to remember the guy that got you into it. And if you own a restaurant, let's say, every time you've got questions before you do something major, like, hey, I was looking on this website, I'm thinking about buying them, it seems like a good deal. Can you come and take a look and tell me your thoughts? I'll tell you what, I'll buy you lunch. And a lot of people will do that. And even if they didn't buy me lunch, I would still meet up with them because that's what I do. I like helping people when it comes to this topic. And down the road, I have a belief. The people, when things really get crazy and it hits the fan, the people that have been stacking are going to be in the key position in the next, I don't know what you want to call it, in the next shift. There's going to be a lot of millionaires and a lot of billionaires that will be totally wiped out. Think about the Great Depression. There was a lot of rich people. I mean, I'm not going to say billionaires or millionaires. Were there some? There might have been some like Carnegie or Rothschild, However, and I'm going to get to the comments in just a second, just so no one thinks that I'm skipping their comment. But there was a lot of people that were rich back in the day. And they bought into the system that was at play, which back then it was a stock market system. They had all their money tied up. They got destroyed. Some of them that were margining lost everything they owned. But the people that held gold or silver, they didn't really lose anything. Now, some people can say, yeah, but they weren't really making money. I mean, you're right. We had the gold and the silver was pretty well pegged and locked at that point in time. However, we knew inflation. We can look back at it and say inflation was happening. That's why you had gold jump from $20 an ounce to $35 an ounce instantly. Now, I want you to think for a second. That kind of move, that's a 75% move that happened instantly in one day. It didn't technically happen in one day, but it all registered in one day. And I think that is right around the corner coming again. So now let's just take for a quick second and say $2,000 gold. Okay, just for a minute. And let's tack on 75% of that. That puts us at $3,500 gold. Now, I still think $3,500 gold will be extremely cheap. Would I buy it tomorrow if it was $3,500? No, I probably wouldn't. However, if it keeps slowly creeping up, that's building a floor as it creeps up. I don't want to see big moves overnight. Because big moves, you guys have seen it. Big moves on silver, big moves on gold, they don't generally hold as long as they should. And so I think, what is up, Starry Night? What is up, William? What's up, Lance? I'm going to read all the comments here in just a minute. I'm going to get caught up on the comments. If you guys are watching, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button, help me out. I see we got 36 people in the room. We got 31 thumbs up. If you would like to become a member and have a shot at winning a free ounce of silver every month in our members event, please take the opportunity to do it. It's only $1.99 a month to join. And every month we do some sort of a special event for members where you have a shot at winning a free ounce of silver. Plus your comments go directly to my phone. Okay, so continuing on what I was saying, we see those big jumps. But the big jumps that happen instantly don't always last. However, we haven't seen any major moves. Silver looks good. It's up. Gold, yeah, it looks great. It's at an all-time high almost. Well, technically, it closed at an all-time high. It had its all-time high closing today, for people that don't know. But that's on gold. Some people will say, no, it hit 25.05. It hit 25.05 in daily trading last week, but then it got beat back down. And look how quick it bounced back up. It wasn't even a week and it bounced back up. Gold is only going to keep going higher. But like I said, I don't want to just preserve my wealth. I want a shot at a home run. I want a shot at a game winner. A game winner is going to be when silver has its spike, blows gold out of the water, and it only lasts a month. I will have already gotten rid of some of my silver and traded it for gold. I won't sell it. See, sometimes people will want to sell. Now, let's say you trade out, we'll say for a quick minute, let's say we go to a 35-to-1 ratio and you've got 350 ounces of silver and you sell them. You know, technically you're supposed to pay capital gains. If you make a profit by law, I know someone might say, no, the reporting is you don't have to report this, you don't have to report that. Technically, unfortunately, the law is if you make a profit, you're supposed to pay a capital gains tax. With that being said, if you just go silver for gold, you did not make a profit. You just have a new cost basis for your gold. Now, I'm not an accountant, so don't quote me on anything. Talk to your CPA, do what you think is right. If there's going to be some people that will sell and they won't even bother. That's if you sell. Yeah, I always like to trade. I'd rather trade the one for the other. So I'm going to take a quick minute. I'm going to read through some of the comments, see who we got in the room, and then I will go back to talking on different subjects. If anybody would like to join, it's super easy to join. Just hit that join button below. Let's see. Scrolling through. Getting caught up here with the comments. Okay, I had to find my spot here. Trying to find the Elon Trump live stream. Didn't know what happened. I didn't even know they were doing a live stream. Hold, as silver and gold are safe haven assets. Absolutely. Silver and gold are only going to go higher. Got to go. 5 a.m. comes super quickly. Guardian, thank you so much for watching, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And you're right, 5 a.m. does come quickly. Any comments on platinum or copper? Oh, I love copper. Copper for me, I'm a huge fan of copper. I've got a lot of pennies. I haven't even separated yet the copper from the zinc. Anytime I go to the bank, you know, what's $25? I'll take a $25 box of pennies. Throw it in my closet. At some point, I might trade it out. I'm working on a trade with someone right now to get a big copper penny collection. It may pan out. It may not. I don't know. I don't even know if I really want to transport them, but it's going to be an amazing deal. And if I do it, I'll show you guys what I picked up for sure. But yeah, copper is going to do awesome. Platinum, palladium, that type of stuff, I'm not a huge fan. I think it's already peaked. When I look at key strategic metals or key precious metals, is going to be mixed feelings on this, but I personally will say precious metals, you have 4 precious metals: gold, silver, platinum, palladium. You also have industrial metals that are in value. They have value. Copper and nickel are my 2 big ones. And nickels, you have a golden opportunity right now. I do the same. American Silver Eagles, a silver U.S. rounds, a foreign coin, and a Franklin half. I keep them in my backpack when I'm biking. So here's a funny thing too, and I was thinking about this. When I go to the Philippines, I was thinking about taking a $5 gold eagle and some tubes of mercury dimes. They're not high value, but there's coin shops there. And I'm thinking because the coins come from the other side of the world, they might have a better opportunity. If I go out there and I trade them for Filipino pesos or something, I might be able to get a better exchange rate, kind of, you might say. Starry Night, I liked your video this morning. Thank you so much. I really tried to do this morning's video based for the new stackers. There's a lot of new people out there that really don't totally understand what's going on. And I wanted to break down the basics in a really positive way. And that's why I did that video like that. What is up, John? How's it going today, buddy? Hope you're having a great day. Gold is up $512 25.99%. Silver is up $3.66 or 15%. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, gold is up higher right now. I don't doubt that for a minute. I thought it was closer, though. I thought silver was like 20%, but silver has been coming down a little bit. Platinum down to 953, palladium up to 985. A lot of people like platinum and palladium. I can't deny that. I think a lot of that came from the catalytic converters. Once they find a substitute, that could drastically change. Or if the economy tanks and vehicle prices plunge, that could have an impact on that, unfortunately. But someone could say the same thing for silver. Well, once the economy tanks and people ain't buying solar panels, then that could have a impact on that as well. However, I don't think we're there yet. Like I said earlier, despite their little stunt about China stopping buying gold, and then the price comes down, stupid Americans sell. And not just Americans, I guess it was other people that sold, but a lot of people sold, and then all of a sudden I think China swept in and bought it all back up again and laughed. They're all laughing at us right now. They're like, we told them we were done buying and they sold. That's exactly what I think happened. And now they're like, you think they'll be dumb enough to do it again? Let's do it on silver. Let's look. What's the most number one use for silver? Solar panels. Well, let's say we made too many and we're done making them. And people all of a sudden get discouraged. Oh, I'm not going to buy any more silver because of that. I think it was just a play. Maybe palladium is a good long-term hold, and that's a possibility. Do the math. Oh, I don't doubt your numbers. I don't doubt your numbers for a minute, bro. What did you show when you did the math? What did you show silver's open for the year? I'm curious what it opened at the year, or was yours year to date? No, that's why right there. So, okay, so I see in your comment you said it's 1 year. So yeah, if you did a 1 year chart, that may be the case. But if you did a year to date chart, that number will be a little higher on silver, because silver was actually a little higher this time a year ago. Not higher than it is now, but it was higher than it would be if you go year to date. Let's see, do the math. Only if you sell. Yeah, and only if you sell. Laws, policies. Yeah, a lot of people are going to do what they want to do when it comes to it. Starry Night, it's hard to sell people. It's hard to sell. People want everything cheap. So I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Let me get caught up a little bit. I think that's a really hot topic to talk about. It's hard to sell coins like silver and gold because everybody wants everything cheap. I have not sold yet, Rick. Let's see. I haven't sold anything either. William, I got it at 47 a gram. Just hanging out, listening. Chris in Virginia. William, let's see. Nice. Silver and gold is God's money. Good night. Gotta go. Law pack and a movie. Thanks for watching, Thomas. Hope you have a great night, buddy. Let's see, you got charged taxes, though, for palladium bars. Platinum Metals Group acquired, recently moved in precious metals IRA from the Delaware Depository to SD Bullion. Nice. I'm an old mofo. Let's see, what's this say? Really? Wow, I didn't know. Thanks, William. Okay, so let's talk about, it's hard to sell silver. Everybody wants everything cheap. So there's a few things. You got to find individuals that are stackers. That has been a huge play for me. I got asked a while back, how do I join your trading club? Someone in Florida wrote to me and asked me that. And I said, maybe you misunderstood what I mean when I say I have a trading group. My trading group are people that I cultivated into precious metals. I cultivated some of them into gold at $1,300 an ounce. They love it now. They firmly believe years later that gold and silver is only going to go higher. And so whenever they have an opportunity to pick stuff up, they buy it. What I do is if I was selling, I would say, okay, look, and I've told people this too, people that needed money, friends. I said, look, if I'm going to buy an ounce of silver right now, what am I going to pay? I'm going to pay roughly $3 over spot, maybe. I'm using this as hypothetical numbers. I don't know what I would pay right this minute. I'd have to look online. But let's say spot price plus $3 is the going rate at a lot of companies. It's the average rate. Someone could make an argument, well, eBay is selling it for this, or AppMax is selling it for that. And I'm using average. The people I go to, if it's $2 over spot, okay. Me giving you $1 over spot is a good deal. Why? Because I'm saving $1. However, what I don't want is garbage. And what I mean by that is I don't want beat up ounces of silver that have been sitting in a junk drawer for the last year. That's why I tell people protecting your coins is important. And I don't necessarily mean that you have to protect them in capsules. However, I will say you should at least, if you've got a bunch of silver coins, you know, if you've got a tube and you've got them in something like this, that's protected. You're not handling them super much. You're not playing with them. You're not, you know what I mean? So keeping them in good condition is going to have an impact. People in general will buy with their eyes. If I have the opportunity to buy yours that are beat up, hypothetically, at $1 over spot, or I have the opportunity to pick up something awesome at $2 over spot, I might go with the awesome one. Now, when you get up to $3 over spot, that's a pretty bigger swing. That has more of an impact. I have picked up beat up silver from people, and I've told them, I'm only willing to give you spot. What? That's it? Even though you know if you buy some, you're going to have to pay more? I said, dude, it looks like you drove over some of these. He's like, yeah, but it's still silver. It doesn't matter. It matters to the next person. Eventually, you will sell your silver. It's super easy for people to say, I'll never sell. I'm going to give them to my kids. I'm going to do this. If all of a sudden there's no food in the grocery store, your dollars are worthless, and someone is willing to trade you some plain Jane rice for some silver, you're trading it. Don't fool yourself. I know some people out there, hopefully, if you've been watching the channel long enough, hopefully you have the big items that I have said before. Number one, some kind of water plan in place. If the water shuts off, if the grid goes down, you're not going to have water. You're not going to have water. Hopefully you've got some kind of a plan in place. What are plans in place mean? Something sustainable. Rainwater collection, I have that. A hand pump and a hand pump well. So basically a well that you screw on a hand pump and you sit there and you pump the water out. I don't have that. It's something I've wanted to get, but I'm not going to install it in a house that I don't plan on staying in for long term. I do have rainwater collection. I do have probably 100 gallons of water at my house that I rotate through. Now, someone might be like, how do you rotate that? I buy 1 gallon jugs, 3 to a box, and I wipe out the store every time I go. Not every time. I make sure I'm using it. In the summer, I drink 2 gallons of distilled water a day. In the winter, I drink 1 gallon of distilled water in a day. In the event that something crazy happened and I need more water than that, flushing toilets, washing, I also have a pond, not even a mile, maybe a mile and a half from my house. And so once you think about that, you have extra water ideas. That's a water plan. Priority one would be water. Having some kind of water plan in place if something happened. And here's the thing. Some people will be like, well, if the power goes down, that don't necessarily mean you won't have water. If the city don't have power, the way the water gets to your house is by them pumping, using electricity, fresh water into your water tower that's somewhere near your city or your town. They fill that water tower up. The weight of the water coming down is what pressurizes people's house pipes. I didn't know that when I first started this. And then once I realized, I was like, well, wait a minute. You lose power, you lose water. And the next thing in place that you have to have is water and food. They go together. But having food, it's easy to get beans and rice. Could you survive off beans and rice? You could. You're not going to be happy, but you would survive. I'm convinced that if I needed to go 3 months with nothing more than beans, rice, and water, I'm convinced that I could do it. Those things are a must. Getting extra canned goods when you go grocery shopping, picking up a little extra stuff. You don't want to overdo it with frozen meats. Do I have a freezer full of meat? Absolutely. However, I know firsthand if something happens and that power goes out, that meat is going to thaw and it's going to be useless if not used instantly. Have salt. I put salt up there as a must because having salt, if you know how to preserve your food, can become really valuable really quick in a major long-term case. Once you've got that covered, some basic foods, some water, beans, rice, that type of stuff, you need protection. Now, protection could be anything, whatever you think is going to protect you. I don't necessarily want to say pews. It is what a lot of people have, but people are all over the world. In some countries, they can't have a pew. And that's it, So then once you have that, you filter into gold and silver, something that you can trade or barter if you need to. And that's really going to be the major things. And I know someone out there is going to be like, you can't eat silver. You're right. You can't eat silver. You can't eat lead either. But yet a lot of people will buy brass and lead. There's an excuse for everything. And once you realize that silver is, you're going to be able to trade it. I'm convinced 100%. And I'll tell you why. I have in my storage unit every bit of a pallet of rice preserved in 5-gallon jugs, 5-gallon buckets, with Mylar bags, with oxygen absorbers. It's more rice than I will ever eat. It's set up to last 25 years. It is a 25-year insurance policy. You know how much a bag of rice is? It ain't even $20. I think it was like $17 last I looked here in the United States. Go to Sam's Club, you get 5 or 10 of them. You go to a restaurant, you get some pickle buckets. Start getting the pickle buckets earlier. And then after you get the pickle buckets, then go and buy the rice. Or you can do a couple at a time. Make it easier. Me, I just did a whole day of it. I bought a bunch of the bags. Each 50-pound bag of rice will fill about 2.5 5-gallon buckets. A 40-pound bag of beans will fill roughly 2 5-gallon buckets. And that's it. And you put them up. And you don't have to use a storage unit. I use a storage unit just because it's not super far from my house. And if I need to, I can go and get it. Do I have extra stuff in my house? Of course. But I know what's there. Now, someone might make the argument when doomsday happens, people are going to be raiding storage units. That's a possibility. They will be. But what do you think they're going to get out of most storage units? Useless junk at that point. Clothes, junk. And I'll say this, if the grid stays down too long, 100% that's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. But, you got to play things out the best way you can. So moving on to that, let's jump back over on the comments. If you are watching, you didn't hit that thumbs up button yet, take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel out. Let's see. I'm going to read through the comments here in just a minute here. Let's see. Chris in Virginia, good night. You get charged taxes, though, for palladium bars. Yep, palladium, platinum group of metals are required for hydrogen fuel. And we could be getting into that at some point, which could make that go up a whole lot more. Recently moved my precious metals to the SD bullion. Yep. Let's see. I've already read some of these. Wow. Pleasure. Okay. I'm thinking about closing my account and auto my SSI to precious metals account to send me gold and silver to my house. And then all I have to do is deal only with metal or have them go charge metals into fiat, have them change metals into fiat. Okay, so that's good, but I wouldn't want anything on auto purchase. I don't like auto purchasing, Lance, because if the price jumps too much in one day, I don't want to have my buy go in that day. If the price drops too much in one day, I definitely want to get my buy in that day. Rick, got to roll, bro. Stay the course and always remember. Let's see. Baby Ram through. LA Rams. Let's see. Retail friendly, as they say. Good night, Rick. You have a great night, William. Let's see. They got hand drills for water pumps. Cheap on eBay. What? I'm going to have to look that up. I've never heard of that. If that's the case, I may actually put one in right off. I'm going to look that up probably after I get off the stream. If you have a well, it's natural. It needs electricity unless you install a manual pump. Air pews are the best. I've never heard of an air pew unless we're talking like an aerosol BB gun. Airsoft or whatever they call them. Ooh, darn it. I just said the G word. I try not to say that word. Try to stay away from it. What can a pressure cook venison so it will last and it will be ready to eat? Yeah, but you got to do that ahead of time. That comes into the preservation. That comes into the building up. Yeah, my dad and my stepmom used to can so much food in jars. It was unbelievable. Deer meat, vegetables. They had a huge garden. A lot of work, though. But here's the thing. When everything shuts down and everything collapses, hard work, you can be prepared. You better be prepared to do some hard work or have extra stuff, a lot of extra stuff. I've got 50-pound bags all over my house. Laugh out loud. I wouldn't want to keep them in the 50-pound bags, though. I would want to put them in Mylar bags or food-grade buckets or something. Anything, if bad, chicken will eat it cooked. Yep, without chicken, without anything. Yeah, you can eat chickens. I've eaten my chickens. I know that sounds crazy. Someone asked me, like, you ate all your roosters? I said, yeah, they don't produce eggs. I don't need them. I don't need 100 roosters, so I would eat them. Fried chicken, boiled chicken, barbecued chicken, a lot of different stuff. Let's see, I got potassium, Promgate for water purification. Still learning. It doesn't take much for water to. I'll have to look into that one. I don't know what that is. Let's see, what is up? Polly, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Message retracted. Chris. Thanks, Tsquare. Scrolling through. Yes, pallets. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. A pallet of rice is super cheap. It's too cheap to not have extras on hand. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the stream. We did about an hour and a half. I'm going to do a quick one more time, mention it, just so anybody knows if they want to. It's not a must, but I do want to announce it because in about a week, we're going to be doing another silver giveaway for members. It'll be a members event. It's only $1.99 to become a member, and becoming a member gives you some really cool perks. It makes it to where you are entered into our giveaways, or they're technically members events, and my members events are usually a giveaway. It's free to do once you're a member, but it is a members only event, and we do it totally random. We do it all live, and also it's only $1.99. If you win an ounce of silver for $1.99, you did very well. Why do I do it? I do it because people that are members of channels tend to stay with the channel longer. At only $1.99, it pretty much will pay for itself eventually. You think about it, even though eBay or even though YouTube takes half of that, right now we've got 41 active members, which means your odds are pretty good. 41 active members means essentially $41 that comes into the channel. An ounce of silver, a nice ounce of silver, a case, shipping, it covers itself. And it gives me a good opportunity to do a good live stream. It was great for a while when there was only 5 or 6 members and we were giving away an ounce of silver. At some point, some people might say, well, what are my odds of winning when you got 100 members? We're nowhere near that yet. And at that point, we'll probably do more prizes or bigger prizes. Plus, your comments go directly to my phone. So I will see every one of your comments. I'll be honest now, with almost 3,000 videos, it's hard for me to catch every comment. Usually, if you comment on today's video, I may catch it. But if you comment on an older video because it popped up in your feed, I don't always catch it. It's super easy to do. You can just hit the join button and you're instantly joined. And so it's worth it in my opinion at only $1.99. With that being said, the next giveaway will probably be in about a week. This will be one of the prizes, but it will pretty much be one of whatever you want. However, this would be probably my pick if I was a winner. Check that out. Ain't that beautiful? Look at that design on there. Look at that two-tone, pure silver, 2024. You got the king on the background. Really nice coin. Or maybe you're old school and you're just like, send me an eagle. We got eagles, we got rounds, we got different stuff. So, but that would probably be my favorite. I actually like that one over the eagle, believe it or not, even though I know some people will say eagle's the best. Britannia is pretty cool, but technically the eagle's probably cooler than the Britannia because Britannias are a little bit cheaper when you buy them. So with that being said, hour and a half pretty much. I thank everybody for watching. I thank everybody for hitting the thumbs up button. And I'm going to shut this down and then I'm going to start making tomorrow morning's video. Hopefully I can come up with a really good topic. I probably won't talk about prepping now since we just spent a good amount of time talking about prepping along with stacking. But it's a common thing. People are always saying, you can't eat it. John, I'll see you later, buddy. I hope you have a great night. Lance, I hope you have a great night too, buddy. Take care. Chris in Virginia, hope you have a great night. Polly, hope you have a great night. John, hope you have a great night. Thank you for watching. Eric, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great night. William, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great night. Starry Night, if you're still in the room, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great night. Rick, said you already left, but if you're still in the room, you have a great night, Rick. Sometimes people will get off and it'll still show them on. Thomas, hope you have a great night. New Marshall in town, hope you have a great night. I don't know if you're on, New Marshall, but I'm going to assume you're probably quietly watching. Let's see. What's up, Dex? Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in. And let's see. See you in the next video later from Arkansas. Thanks so much, John. Bryce, you have a great night, buddy. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to maybe start doing some more live streams and see if it helps out my numbers. Like I said, I'm just trying to kind of work the algorithm a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of live streams, but if that does pump up subscribers, then I'm willing to do it. I'll know here in probably a minute. Once I shut the video off, it will say if somebody new subscribed, and then I'll be like, well, I guess new, it does happen. But generally, the quantity of videos that I have up, subscribers come from everywhere. So that's what I'm trying to grow right now. I've tried everything trying to grow the channel. I've tried huge giveaways. I've tried a lot of different stuff. And some stuff helps and some stuff doesn't. I try the shorts. Still here, laugh out loud, listening. Always appreciate your advice. Thank you so much, Starry Night. So with that being said, I think we'll wrap up. We got 16 people in the room, so they are starting to phase out. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.